Hey, so this is Tasha. It's a typical Sunday for most women. I'm in my laundry room getting laundry together. The list goes on and on. And so I am just on this YouTube or whatever it is I'm calling myself doing and just saying, tap into what you did this weekend to honor yourself. Like Monday's coming tomorrow. You're going into the workplace. You got countless things that you haven't got done this weekend. It just seems so unfair. So here's what I'm going to employ to you. Prioritize your life in a way that honors where you want to go, the spaces you want to occupy, the level of peace that you deserve to experience. Because hands down, if you don't plan out your life with intentions as much as you can, things happen. Some things are out of our control, but there's some things, ladies, that we can, be more mindful and intentional on when it comes to our life. So for example, if you are in a space in your career and in your life where you're trying to elevate your career, I've experienced countless women. In fact, I was reading a study about the fastest growing educated folks in the world is African American women, but yet we are mostly the highest in debt as well. And a lot of the jobs are not employing us in spaces that we are qualified for, whether it's, things in the workforce, microaggressions. We have, layers upon layers of issues, but we are going after our education. The studies support that. But what happens when you go through all of that only to find out you're not getting the career of your dreams? You're competing with men who are still higher paid than us. There's other competitive careers that are not favorable for women in any race or gender. And so, any race or culture. And so you're constantly beating up on yourself, thinking, okay, I don't have my master's, I'll get my master's. I don't have I have my master's now, should I get my PhD? And I got my PhD, you got people going and getting their second and third, master's degrees. There's nothing wrong. I love education. I swear by it. I think that we need to be lifelong, students. It's powerful for me. I can say going back to college later in life, it was powerful. I've made some of the greatest friends. I've written some of the greatest research papers from lived experience and research combined. It's amazing. And once you keep growing and evolving, you become more objective and more embracive of different cultures, different thoughts, different ideologies. You find yourself being open up to diversity more. And so you start to figure out in life, there's not just one way according to how we generally think. And so education for me is something that I'll always promote. But what I am saying is that if you're going to go down this pipeline of, doing more education, doing more, set the intentions. When you're going after your degrees, what is it that I'm looking to do career-wise? Researching the career, researching the industry that you're looking into. Don't be caught off guard. It grieves me to see people with all these student loans, including myself, and you still sitting up here with not enough income. It's not that some of you guys are living over your means. It's just the basic cost of living nowadays is through the roof. And so it just doesn't make sense to be overeducated. I don't know if that's such a thing, but, and not be supported in all the gifts and sacrifices that you made and not be able to, bring home a full load of groceries on an average week. The working folks, the working women, men, I'm talking to women right now, but the working women, we buying 2 meals at a time. We used to be able to, fill up your gas tank for the whole week. Those days are gone for many of us. You used to be able to, loan your nephew $200, and if he didn't pay you back, it wasn't a big deal. Those days are like, hey, dude, I need my money. Like, run me my money or we finna fight. We at that stage where we boxing over $5 or $10. Folks ain't talking, ain't finna sit for Christmas because folks owe you $8 whole. That's what's going on. And so we have got to understand that this is why some people beat up on themselves, because you tell yourself, look, I've did all the things that society or the American dream told me to do. I done went to school later in life. I done got my little degrees or big degrees, because it is a big deal to get your degree. It really is. It's a lot of sacrifice. And you do all the things that is told to you and I to do. And the hopes is that you can improve your quality of life with your family, with yourself, take that little vacation that, nobody in the family ever took, different things you want to experience, but only to find out that somewhere on that journey, what they told you to do is just not working. And I was talking to some friends and a cousin over the last weekend. We said, who is they anyway? Who are they? Not is they, but are they? Who are they? This mysterious, set of people with values that we don't quite understand. And I think that's where the struggle comes, because whoever these they are, that quote, well, that saying, well, they said don't do this, and they said that it was supposed to rain, they. And we laughed at it because we're like, well, who is they anyway? Get down to the core of who they are. And so what I'm going to say to you, instead of, adopting to the they and what they say, it is time for you to sit down, sit at your kitchen table, sit in your room, do what you got to do, and tap into you, not they, but say, hey, if I'm going to take this extra skill trade to up level my career, for example, this is why I'm going to do it. This is what my projected plan is for this. And I'm going to go after it hands down with nobody stopping me. I encounter so many women that goes into the educational space with no vision about what they're going to do and what their plan is, and they just stuck with degrees on the wall or in the drawer and don't even have any direction on how they are going to make that degree or that certificate or whatever it is that they're pursuing in their education show up for them in the life that they desire to have. And so it's time out for that. Instead of going off of they said, 20% of the people in the workforce is going to have jobs, or they said this type of career is going to be overseas and I'm not willing to relocate. They said a lot of the jobs are going to go away because of social intelligence, all those different things. You need to understand, we have this whole push about, do what you're passionate about. Baby, passion don't pay the bills. I think if you do something that you love to do, it might not show up in the way that you should do. You're talking to a social worker. Okay, I studied it. It was a part of me before the study curriculum even came out. And as you get in that work, you find out the human suffering is way too much to bear. And it's a lot of paperwork. And you don't get to touch the lives of the people or be in the company of the people to do the meaningful work that you thought you was going to be doing when you studied the work. And so, was it my passion? Yes. But the way the systems are set up, it didn't allow me to be creative and do the things that I know that I could do. Not that the outcomes is connected to me, because the people have to be willing to do their own work. But it's very discouraging when you can barely talk to a client, for example, and have to do countless paperwork about a 10, 20, 30-minute encounter with a human being, but the paperwork part of it takes way longer than the actual lifetime you have with the people. That didn't set well with me. And so in that example, you lose your passion, you lose your fire, you just feel like you just going up an uphill battle and you get exhausted. So what did I have to do? I had to sit down at the table, craft out and reprioritize my direction and how I'm supposed to serve in this world. And that's what some people don't do. They keep clocking into a system that doesn't honor their ethics. It doesn't honor the gift that you have. And this is why you have people dragging into work on tomorrow. Really don't want to be there, but you don't have vacation hours on the books. You just going because you need insurance. You need a little retirement. You need to build up hours for whatever we're building up hours for. If you don't sit down with yourself and figure out the direction in which you'll go, you will be a master collector of degrees and certificates and programs and trainings and completions and all these different things, but you still will not feel fulfilled. You just won't. And so if that's you and you're like, man, I did what they said to do and I'm still over here living with my sister and them. Don't have my own place. Got these college degrees all up on the shelf. Got student loans down my back. I don't really know, or I just want to give up. No, you don't give up. Give up is not a part of your DNA. I know that because you enrolled the first time. That means you got some go-get-herness in you. It's just that you probably need some type of accountability and mentorship that's going to guide you in a space that you deserve. And so if that's you, get on my website. I want you to visit talk, the number 2, not the word 2, but 2, the number 2, like, 1, 2, talk2tasha.com, and go ahead and reach out to me and let's get on a chit chat free of charge so I can help guide you in that space, because we do want you to use the gift that you have and go into the workforce and make an impact. And I think when everybody is on their mark doing what they enjoy doing, you will find that to be very passionate. Sometimes it's not going to come off as passion at the gate, but you get off in that work system or whatever business that you, desire to start up. You're going to find that it's passionate because you're going through the kinks and pulling out the kinks and the winks, and you're in it for the long haul. Because going after your passion doesn't pinch at you and wake you up at night. It doesn't pinch you and say, hey, girl, come on, let's go get passion. Sometimes you evolve into what you're passionate about. Sometimes you amaze yourself because you didn't know that you like one thing or the other. And so keep going. But when you go, let's unload your backpack that's probably loaded with the wrong things. Take the things out that no longer work. So in other words, don't go stockpiling certificates and degrees and, just to be going because it just sounds good. And just to be going because the next person want you to go. And you truly, truly for yourself can be honest that you're not feeling it. Let's tap into that because you're probably trying to fulfill the dream of someone else. You're majoring in the minors and minoring in the majors and trying to be the first to be the nurse or the doctor, whatever. Maybe you ain't got that doctoritis up in you. Maybe you want to just play instruments, whatever it is. Don't be defined by the definition of someone else, the they-isms. Go after you-ism. Go after what you want and be okay with that. So I'm finna finish with these clothes, girl. Oh, honey, a woman's work ain't never done, right? But yeah, get on my site, talk to Tasha. Why am I whispering? I have no idea. It's not like I got little baby sleep. It's not like my dog can hear me. The things we do. But anyway, be well. Trust your instinct. Go with straight up intentions. Quit signing up for things when you don't really know why you're doing it. You're just doing it to be busy. Girl, that is played out. Do things with clear intentions. I'm going to sign up for this because this is what I need and this is what I desire and this is what I deserve and this is what I want. But don't just do it just to fill up your calendar, just to be busy, because you're not going to feel fulfilled. It's going to be like you're a master of collecting information and not doing anything with what you have before you already. So get on the call with me if you need that level of support. I've been down some journeys. I know some things that I can help guide you in, because I think if you continue on this path of thinking things are going to change, but you not considering something new, you're going to keep on this path. Your birthday's going to keep rolling by. Girl, you're going to be having attitude with folks smacking your lips, rolling your eyes, kicking a dog, kicking a cat. We're not trying to do all that. We want to embrace the creativity you have, validate what you're doing is on point, but sharpening and fine-tuning it, making sure that you're on the right path, going in the direction in which you choose to go. And that's my spiel to you on this Sunday. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your weekend. And baby, do like me. I'm only going to fold the towels. I ain't folding all this extra stuff. Because truth be told, they grown big up in here. They can do their own stuff. I am not domesticated like that. And nor should you. Well, scratch that. I ain't trying to run your happy home. But baby, the way I'm set up, I'm finna do these little few towels. Throw some stuff in the dryer. Throw myself all the way in the shower and relax. So that's what you need to do for your self-care, baby. Change it up and do what works for your machine. Machine, not this wash machine I'm on, but the machine is your body that you have, that you woke up with today. And we believe in God, you're going to wake up with the body tomorrow. So go out and do you in the worst way, the most majorist way, and do you. And be okay with that. I'll see you in a minute.